Buckle up, sports fanatics. This is the Sports Chasers Podcast, your HQ for in-depth sports talk. Join host Kevin L. Warren and crew as they dissect the hottest stories, ignite debates, and bring you closer to the action. From locker room whispers to expert takes, we cover it all. It's game time, so strap in and grab a drink. The Sports Chasers Podcast starts right now.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? It's another edition of the Sports Chasers Podcast. It's the Monday Night Football Blitz. Yeah, I know it's Tuesday, but hey, we couldn't do it on yesterday, so we're here on Tuesday breaking down the weekend of football-related businesses when it comes to college football and the pros, man. But hey, let's meet the crew. One of the crews here, D-Dubs. What's up, bro? How are you tonight, sir?
Yo, what's good? What's good, man? Tuesday night. You know, things happen. But we here Tuesday night nonetheless. And it's election night.
Hey, this is the only political thing we'll say on this show, man. Hey, make sure you if you vote, if you didn't, or wherever you're at, you know, if you're in New York, you know, you got 2 more hours. Just make sure your vote is informative and you know, research all what you need to do when it comes to voting. That's the only thing you'll get when it comes to anything political on this show. So let's go on. Hey. A lot of things to get into real quick. We're not going to be long tonight because of election, and we want you guys to get into it, man. We'll talk about college football. We'll talk about the pros. As y'all can see, I got on the New Orleans Saints. I was down in New Orleans this past week and in Mississippi. I'll talk about more of that on Thursday. But yeah, New Orleans is a great, interesting city and party city. I enjoyed myself. One thing's for sure, they love the Saints. The second thing's for sure, they don't care about the Pelicans.
Yeah, I'm not really shocked about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really shocked. Football town, it's the South.
Every lift I got into or Uber, I was like, yo, the Pelicans, what's good with the Pelicans? Hey, man, we don't really care about the Pelicans.
Yeah, they ain't.
I said somebody need to stop Zion from going. Right. And I just heard that like Zion was a no-show at the game yesterday, so. And the Smoothie King Center, or the Smoothie Center, wherever they play it, they're getting in there and trying to find Zion. So it was cool. We're gonna get into college football. They're announcing the college football playoff rankings. I'm gonna do the AP rankings. Well, let me see if I can follow ESPN. Let me do the AP rankings real quick. According to the AP. Oregon's number 1. Georgia is number 2. They're 7-1. Oregon's 9-0. Ohio State, they're 7-1. Miami's 9-0. They're 4-0. They keep moving up. Texas is 7-1. Penn State is 7-1. Tennessee is number 7. They're 7-1. Number 8 is Indiana. They're 9-0. Number 10 is Notre Dame. They're 7-1. Number 11, Alabama. They're 6-2. Number 12, Boise State is 7-1. Number 13, SMU is 8-1. Number 14, LSU is 6-2. Number 15 is Texas A&M. They're 7-2. Number 16, Ole Miss. They're 7-2. Number 17, Iowa State is 7-1. Army, they're 8-0. At number 18, Clemson, brutal loss the other night. They got their butts kicked. They're number 19. They're 6-2. Washington State, they're number 20 at 7-1. Colorado, they didn't play this weekend. They're 6-2 at 21. Kansas State, 22 at 7-2. Pitt, even though they lost to SMU, they're 7-1. Vanderbilt, number 24, they're 6-3. And Louisville is at number 25. They are 6-3.
Yo, who you got at 18 right now?
Number 18, according to the AP, is Army. Now, I know what you're watching. You're watching the ESPN football playoffs. I'll get to that in a second, as they're going live with it. I was just reading the AP top 20. Yeah, when it comes to that. So, let's see here. As I pull that up, sorry for any radio silence. This should be No radio silence here. College football. So while we're trying to do that, like I said, the rankings, y'all should be watching the rankings. But on this past Saturday, there was a couple games. Just a note here. I want to recap. Ohio versus Penn State. That game was won by Ohio 20-13. From the AP from CBS Sports Network, CBSSports.com. Check out CBSSports.com. Also on our ticker on our website at sportschaserspodcast.net. Will Howard popped up, victory in hand, and the homecoming. The Ohio State quarterback long for complete. The Pennsylvania native, who was long, felt Penn State didn't think he was good enough to play there. Signaling first down with his hand once, twice, 3 times. Howard might as well kept going all the way to 8. The number of consecutive wins the 4th-ranked Buckeyes have over the 3rd-ranked Nittany Lions after a 20-13 victory on Saturday ended with a late goal line defensive stand, followed by Howard and Ohio State's offensive draining the clock with a drive that made up for the physicality that what it lacked in precision. We willed ourselves to the win, said Howard, who grew up in the Philadelphia suburbs waiting for a scholarship offered from Penn State that never came. Revenge was sweet. If a little sloppy, Howard threw a pick 6 in his first pass to put Ohio State in an early 10-point hole and later fumbled before crossing the goal line to cost the Buckeyes, who were 7-1, 4-1 in Big Ten play, another score. The Kansas State transfer atoned by throwing for 182 yards and a touchdown for Mika Ibuka and Brandon Innes. Howard added another 24-yarder on the ground. The last 7 of his consequence coming up, and the opposite would steal the game and let not a significant portion of the largest crowd in Beaver Stadium history, which is 111,030, to send Penn State and coach James Franklin into the tunnel under a chorus of boos do not before a tense exchange with fans. Now, I only know Franklin said after falling to 1-10 against the program that has treated Penn State more as a little brother than a rival. So I don't know, Derek D, did you see at the end of the game where homeboy got into the altercation with the fans?
Yeah.
So your thoughts on that? Good evening to everybody that's watching on Twitch.
Sorry, hold on, Kev.
Go ahead. Oh, okay.
No, go ahead and continue. Hold on.
Yes. No, I was asking, did you see the sequence between the Penn State and the fan? He got into it with the Franklin got into it with the fan and basically asked him, "Hey, what's your name?" And the fan was like, "Hey, man, I'm not giving you my name." And I guess for bad behavior, but needless to say,
well, why would he think that the fan was going to give him a? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was he going? What was he going to do? Give him a call? I mean, I'm not too sure. I mean, it's never going to go good. I mean, other than you giving away a pair of sneakers or signing an autograph, man, it's not going to go well. So you understand what I'm saying? So it's pointless getting into it with any of these fans. You know what I'm saying? So it's just pointless.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely with the fans, I think that was. Hey, they got the win nonetheless. Another game of note, I just wanted to talk about Dan Steelers. Excuse me, his Pitt Panthers, not the Steelers. We'll talk about the Panthers, Steelers too. They got a trade. The SMU beat the brakes off of Pitt 48-25. As you can see, Pitt still in the top rankings when it comes to the AP. They lost the game 48-25. Brashard Smith ran for 161 yards with a 71-yard sprint for the first of his 2 rushing touchdowns and made a nifty tiptoe catch for another score for number 20 SMU, overwhelmed previously undefeated and 18th ranked Pittsburgh 48-25 on Saturday night to keep the Mustangs tied for the conference lead in their Atlantic Coast conference debut. So with that said, so we was arguing kind of last week. Well, basically DA and Ryan were arguing about what if all these teams is tied? Well, we ain't got to worry about that no more because SMU took care of Pitt.
Oh,
and
they handled business. SMU took them to the woodshed. They took that belt out.
Where's the strap?
Yeah.
Where's the strap, man? So
SMU got the strap. They didn't. You don't need to know where's it at. They had the strap, and they beat them pretty bad, man. 24 points in the second quarter was, Pitt was pretty much out the game. They scored in the second half.
right.
21, 22 points in the second half, but the game was pretty much out of reach.
Got you. So, and the other game I wanted to highlight and focus real quick, you had Tennessee beating Kentucky 2018. These are all from the top 25 of note. Oh, that's what I wanted to, Clemson, all you Clemson fans. Where my Clemson people at? Holla at me, man. And as I was at the Jackson State game, which Jackson State beat the brakes off of Arkansas Pine Bluff. They didn't even get off the bus. That game was 41-3. And I was trying to get something to eat. And I saw this. I was like, man, Clemson, I don't want to hear anything from you guys anymore. Y'all guys was sailing right along. Y'all won 6 in a row. And Louisville, which is not a bad team, they're 6-3. Let me read this from the AP. 6-3, yeah. Louisville had hoped to accomplish several firsts this season. Despite the adversity of the past month that took the Cardinals out of the AC title contention, they happily celebrated on Saturday night with the first win over number 11 Clemson. Isaac Brown ran for a career-high 151 yards and Clemson fourth-quarter touchdowns, and quarterback Tyler Shohu somersaulted into the end zone to put the Cardinals ahead to stay in their 33-21 victory to snap an 0-8 career mark against the Tigers. And they won in Death Valley. They won in Clemson, man, which is a hard thing to do. Show was 17 with 132, 156 yards. Brown was, like we already said, he was 20 attempts and 151 yards, 1 TD. The Cardinals are 6-3 and 4-2 in ACC play. I guess with Dabble, who knows how this is gonna turn out here. So we'll definitely have to see with that.
I was kind of shocked by this game though. 33. I didn't think Louisville was. The good team, but I thought Clemson would have been able to handle business, but they fell short all the way around. And needless to say, I don't think Clemson is going to make anything.
I'm looking here at this college. This should be interesting though.
I'm kind of liking the projected. I'm kind of liking this playoff bracket the way they got it.
So far it looks like. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So far it looks like it's Notre Dame, Penn State, 7-10, 6-11, Alabama, Texas. That would be a great first round. Indiana and Tennessee. What's that? 6-9 or 8-9, and they're looking at Boise State and I guess BYU, or is that BYU concerned? No, they get a bye. Miami looked like they would get a bye. Georgia gets a bye. These teams would meet in the quarterfinals. Boise State, I'm not sure who they would face. So I think they got a bye.
That's ESPN.
Or Ohio State.
Yeah, that's their projected.
It's projected, right? Yes. Still early.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, we're just running down the college football AP. You're breaking up, sir.
Yeah, I think the first 14. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the first 14 got the bye.
First 4 teams are going to bye, and from 5 through 12, it's usually last. So the fourth place team is actually number 1, right? So it'll be just 5 and whatever that is. So, yeah, Clemson lost, right?
Clemson did lose.
We just talked about that.
That's just it. Clemson with that loss,
33-21.
puts them way out. They right now ranked at 19.
Yeah.
So Boise State jumps in the mix.
They're going to be in.
At 12.
Well, they'll be
right now.
They'll be the top Power 5. Well, not Power 5. Not Power 5 team. And that means SMU and Miami from the ACC will probably make it.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is what ESPN is projected. This is what ESPN is projected right now as I watch my television screen. Oregon's 1, Georgia 2. They got the second slot. Miami 3, BYU 4, Ohio State 5, Texas 6, Penn State 7, Tennessee is 8, Indiana's 9, Notre Dame is 10. I know you probably don't like that. Alabama's 11, and 12 is Boise State. So this is the college football player 12-team projection by ESPN. They haven't named it. They're probably gonna drag this out to the end of the show, to the half hour, and then they'll actually, the college football people will probably put it up there.
It's okay.
Right, because this is the first.
You're right. I'm sorry. Michael had a comment and said, well, Mike, call Dabo or he'll be working with you next year, Mike. So, call Dabo.
And a quick question. You said Notre Dame, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, I don't even, that loss to, what's that? NIU.
Illinois, but it happened so long ago that people forgot about it.
You forgot about it, right? And I'm like, that was a crazy loss. That was
USC. They play USC.
Yeah, and that's what I was getting at. The next couple games, they got FSU. I don't see FSU beating them now. Anything can happen, but I don't think so. They got University of Virginia. They got Army. No, yeah, I'm talking about Notre Dame. The next 4 games they got, which is FSU, UVA. Then they got Army, and then at USC. That's their next 4 games. They could lose a game and get knocked
one
down.
Of those 2, it's a wrap.
They out of here.
No, knocked out.
Yeah,
they are.
Because
they don't play a championship, so they're they lose the game. I'm not even sure they should be there. But let's keep going.
Let me just read this real quick. Notre Dame is an independent school, so it can't earn a first-round bye in the college football player because it can't win a conference title. However, the new 12-team CFP format means that a one-loss Notre Dame will likely be in the CFB, and they could even afford 2 losses in some years. Selection. The top 5 conference champions receive automatic bids, right? And the next 7 highest ranked teams overall also get in. Seeding the top 4 conference championships are seeded 1 through 4 and get a first-round bid. The other 8 teams are seeded 5 through 12 based on their rankings. First round, the bottom 8 seed plays each other in the first round, win with the 5th seed playing in the 12th seed, and so on and so on. The winners of each of the 4 matches advance to the semifinals. Then they talk about the bracket structure is standard seeded tournament bracket, and the bowl games, the quarterfinals, and the semifinal games are in the New Year's 6 bowl games, and the championship games follows. So,
Kev, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
Yeah, as I'm looking at the top 25, at the end of the day, as I'm looking at it, it's all it's matchups. We all know that, but as I look, I'm still seeing the teams that's in there that projected, what's projected right now.
Right.
I mean, it's still Alabama and Georgia's world. I don't care. I don't care what Oregon is 9-0. Doesn't move me because they haven't really played anybody.
You guys are SEC bias.
No,
nope.
Yo,
where's Paul?
I'm just going by my main man, the DA, and he knows more about this than I do. And I see it's still Alabama. I don't care. You got Alabama ranked 11. They got a 6-2 record. They probably still better than the top 4 that's there.
If they play right.
If they play right. And again, this is matchups.
Tennessee is still a very good team.
They're a dangerous team. Dangerous
Georgia
team.
is crazy. So because they haven't played
Extreme.
offense yet in Georgia. Like they haven't had a good offensive game probably all season. But We'll see. I mean, Oregon, I'm not going to disrespect them. You know, everybody recruits players. They do what they do. They beat Ohio State barely. And, you know, I watched Ohio State this weekend against Penn State, and they could barely score. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens when they get there. And sometimes I start to believe it's psychological.
Yeah. When they get to the big stage.
SEC and they get yeah, they get soft.
Them lights get bright.
Yeah, something happens to them. But let's see. Because I tell you, when Georgia won their first championship, that C.J. Stroud gave them a hell of a game. But you know, in quarterfinals,
yeah,
they didn't win, and then Georgia wiped TCU out the game by halftime. So you know, we'll see what happens.
And I must give a shout out to Miami. Miami, I mean that Cam Ward is a special player. Him and that a strength of schedule. How's this? What's their strength of schedule? How does that look? Is they?
It's okay. It's not. You know, I mean,
not crazy, right?
That's what me and you know my man argued about this last week. But yeah, right. I can't. If you look at Miami, I'm not really sure.
I'm not sure if it's Fool's goal or not. I mean, I know they're playing great. Right.
I think Louisville is probably their biggest game thus far. So.
And Louisville just beat Clemson.
Clemson. So it looks just that much better, right? It looks just that. And that's what I said. You got to ride the wave of who you beat, and unfortunately, you ride the wave. So, but we'll see what happens, man. I think, and this is why Dabo, as Mike Bristol says, needs to maybe get into the portal because Cam Ward came out the portal. He wasn't a Miami dude. He wasn't Miami until this year. So,
Washington State.
Yeah. Oregon wasn't there. Dude, the quarterback at Oregon wasn't there last year. The quarterback at Ohio State wasn't there last year. The quarterback at Notre Dame wasn't there last year. So, you know, everybody's getting these guys to come in and run their system, man. So, you know, you may have to give it the program or get out the program or something. So.
Yeah. According to the power index, Miami Hurricanes, their number is 19.5 FPI when it comes out, and they're ranked 9 when it comes to their strength of schedule. Yeah. So,
and that probably, like I said, I just think it might have just got boosted by beating Louisville because Louisville won, and I don't know if they played Pitt yet. They didn't play SMU yet, and I don't think they played them this year, right? Which are, you know, two of the other stronger teams in the ACC this year. So they may escape without having to really, you know, get anyone, but it's not their fault. The schedule's made, and this is what it is. That's all.
Yeah.
Only got one question, and we can go to pro football.
Go ahead.
Yo, when is my man Franklin going to be in the hot seat? Like, he's never on the hot seat.
So before you came on, I talked about that altercation, but he has trouble beating Ohio State, right?
That's true.
Can't beat
Michigan most years.
Well, it's
don't beat Michigan. So I mean, like I said, I'm not saying I want him out because I think he's a good coach. I'm just asking why they never put him on the hot seat. That's all.
Well, I think you need to put some fire on the logs because some logs into the fire. Yeah, I think he needs to get some smoke, you know, because this keeps going on and on and on.
Every year.
So every year. So I don't know. Shout out to those that's watching on Instagram, X, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Let's transition real quick. We'll come back to the college football because I'm pretty sure they will say the actual 12-team college football tournament thing, and then we'll come back to it. Daryl, what you got? D-Dubs, what you got as far as the trades in the NFL, and we'll talk about some of the games real quick.
So far, I think what the top NFL trades so far.
Lions
is Marshawn Lattimore going from the Saints to the Commanders, and Mike Williams going from the Jets to the Steelers.
You got the D tackle from.
So Aaron Rodgers making moves.
Detroit. He's from Detroit. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers made him. He didn't want Mike Williams there no more. So, but Mike is, I think he'll do good in Pittsburgh. I think the D tackle that came over from Cleveland that went to Detroit, they needed him, so he'll help. We didn't make a move. I thought we were going to make a move to get like Kendrick Bourne or somebody because we need another receiver. But
you got to say who?
Darius Smith. You talking about D from the Browns?
Yeah, I was just going to tell D, you got to say for those that might not know, D's a Niners fan. So for all those that are new to the show, thank y'all.
Yeah, Niners. Yeah. I thought we were going to make a move, but hey, we're going to stand where we at. So at least that's where you got till 12 o'clock, West Coast time, PST. So, I think Kendrick Bourne would have been another receiver or a D tackle, but hey, we might not have anything to trade after the Christian McCaffrey, so we may not have much to trade. So, but hey,
Did you mention the Lions pickup D? I'm sorry.
Yeah, the D tackle.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Cleveland,
right. I think that was a good guy. When I first heard it this morning, I was like, they got who? And then I was about to say, did they get
No.
Yeah. I was like, oh, did they get Miles?
He's JJ Watt. He's just gonna have a career where he's really busting ass but never wins anything. So,
Speaking of which, and we're going to go back and forth. This is kind of unorthodox what we're doing tonight, but for the sake of what's going on and whatever, and with the college football thing live, and it's Tuesday, not Monday. That game yesterday, Sunday, between the Lions and Packers, it's like they have switched sides. How the Lions was just beaten, giving Green Bay that work. And the score was close because I actually watched that game. I was able to watch that game, and they was giving them that work and running the ball. Amrod St. Brown doing his thing.
They're a physical team. Physical, best offensive line in the game. Very physical. They're going to run the ball. Aiden Hutchinson out hurts them defensively, but
yes,
Goff can play and he hits his receivers. And it's not all dink and dunk, and they're a good team, man.
Gotcha. D-Dubs, what else do you have on the front with the trades?
Yeah, for sure, Mike.
Other than that, there's nothing else. Panthers made a move, gave up a fourth rounder, or they got a fourth rounder for a wide receiver. What's his name? Mingo.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Mingo, I believe that's the name. Cincinnati picked running back Zach Moss.
They really should be sellers, like they're bugging.
Yeah.
Yo, D, what you saying? They standing in front of the mirror and say, "Oh, I look really good today." And
it's not funny mirror. It's what's the clown mirror where you think you look slim.
Objects in the mirror than what they are.
Yeah, right. That type of deal.
Real quick, like I said, anything else before I had a thought I wanted to jump into this.
Nothing comes to mind right now. So you go ahead and let's have.
Let me jump into this real quick. I made a video yesterday. As those know that y'all follow our social media pages and YouTube. I was in New Orleans over the weekend and in Jackson, Mississippi, and I made a video yesterday on Dennis Allen, he's the former head coach now of the New Orleans Saints, and New Orleans started off hot, and they went 2-0. They beat the Cowboys and they beat the lowly Panthers. Now they're lost 7 in a row. And then to put I guess the knife into the back, so to speak, they lost 23-22 to the Panthers. The Panthers are the worst.
Bryce. He was quarterback.
my mom, shout out to my mom. She said, "Hey, Kev, my Panthers are going to Germany to play on Sunday."
Please.
They're going to lose there too.
They would go to another country to lose.
Hey, they're playing the Giants, so D-Dub.
Oh no, no. Actually, we need the Giants to. Panthers keep winning.
Keep winning. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
we want the Panthers to keep winning. Giants keep
coming.
losing. Yeah.
They don't
Do
have
y'all
like
think?
this. No one's even going to do the commentating on that game. Like, do
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what they was even
It's gonna
thinking.
be like a silent
Why they
movie.
put these two teams out there? But I know they're trying to. Yeah, silent movie. You're right. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. It's not worth me getting up early for. I'll tell you that.
Nah,
it ain't worth them getting up early. It ain't worth them getting up early. So,
I'm good. What y'all think about Dennis Allen being fired by the Saints and the whole debacle? And I'll get my.
Hey,
man, I've got. They didn't beat two good teams, right? They beat two bad teams. So that's where everybody puts the gas on the fire. Oh, they're going to be good. Not really. They got a lot of old dudes on that team. I would have took old boy. What's the dude that talks a lot? The defensive tackle. Cam something. New Orleans.
Yeah, go ahead.
I forget dude's name, but I would have grabbed him. Because they want to get rid of these old guys. They didn't extend Kamara. You could have got him, right? But so he got an extended contract, right? Michael Thomas is not there. Olave just got his concussion. God bless him. He's in the same situation.
Cameron Jordan, you talking about? Cam Jordan.
He can play. Now, I don't know how much he's getting there, but I'd take him for this year. But then you got they should be sellers, and they're not. So they're in the mirror with the bell bottom suit on and the big lapels and the crazy fat tie, like 1975, thinking that they hot boys. So I don't know what New Orleans is doing. They took dude and turned off his card key. He went to the building and swiped his card. Put his shit outside the box.
That's not funny. Listen, when I was waking up in the morning, I turned the TV on, and sure enough, it's breaking news on their local news down there. So I wake up and I was like, "Hey, Saints fired Dennis Allen, right?"
Early Monday morning.
Early Monday morning. It was 9:00 Central Time, 10:00 Eastern Time, and New Orleans is a football town. Don't let nobody fool you. Like I said earlier in the show, I don't think D heard. New Orleans is a football town. The Pelicans are not even thought of. Like, for real. Like, Zion was missing yesterday, but nobody cares. And folks, every time I was going around, even prior to Dennis Allen being fired, they was like, "Yo, the coach got to go, man. He's lost. He's lost." I said, "Man, but it can't be all of him. Well, it'll start with him." That's some of the guys I met. Shout out to all of my Lyft drivers and Uber drivers this weekend. If you're watching, but yeah, I'm like you, D. They got some old dudes, man, that they need to part ways, and I don't know, but like you said, they beat two bad teams, Panthers. Let's not forget the team with the star, and their quarterback basically said on the sidelines here, "Yo, we suck." He said it. I didn't say it, so don't get mad at me. He said it.
Don't get mad at him.
Yeah. Right?
Well, no, you can't get mad at him either because he did what anybody would. Yeah, you gonna pay me? Oh, okay, all right. But he can't get mad either when there's no other money to give to anybody else.
Just real quick.
Go ahead.
Just real quick. Y'all talk about these Dennis Allen getting fired. I mean, 2-7, that's pretty bad. You're a bad team. Cleveland Brown, and I think I said it this weekend in our chat. I was talking about people that need to go. The Dallas Cowboys, Mike McCarthy, you're no longer on the hot seat. You're pretty much standing up, about to cross the threshold and getting out of my house.
He's in the cremation.
Yeah, dog. It's no longer a hot seat for you. It pains my heart for Dayball for the New York Giants. I was protecting him. I think it's time for him to pack his stuff up. And the Las Vegas Raiders, this is not what we thought we was going to get with this with my man Antonio Pierce being there.
But see, I don't know what you thought he's going to get out of it. Like, what is it? What, they got 3-4 wins?
Well, yeah, I thought they was going in another direction, but apparently he didn't have all the players on board. They said one thing, and then it looked like they started doing another thing. I hear what you're saying, D.
They don't really have much. They let go of their running back, right? They don't have a quarterback. Let go of their receiver. Only boy left there that can ball is Crosby on the D line, and that's it. He's by himself.
That's it.
He has become a non-believer now.
Well, I mean, what do you believe in? You got nobody playing with you.
Well, I mean, you need somebody. You need when you believe in. You need your guys to believe in the coach.
And Al Davis, he ain't got nobody to play with, man.
Hey, man.
Now, if they sabotage the old boys, then they sabotage them. But what I'm saying is they don't have a roster worth winning. But I think they should give him another year. I think they will.
That's fine.
And I'm tired. God damn, I'm tired. Kev, I can't listen. We have to stop with this AAU, man. Everybody gets mad at everybody else for having the AAU mentality. But we got the people on TV with the AAU mentality. Oh, Deion's son goes to the Raiders, then Deion goes. Come on, man.
What?
This is the pro sport. You don't know what's going with my son. That's stupid.
Well, hold on, D. I'm just talking about some of these coaches that are not performing.
They talking about him going to the Raiders, right?
Who?
They're going to draft high. Shador and then Deion.
Yeah, well, that's what Bristol just said. Mike Bristol just said. Mike said, "Be ready, prime time ready." Look, I put it up there for you again.
Yeah, because I mean that's just what happens. That we know.
I think that's sometimes for the talking heads on the legacy networks, as the 4-letter network. They want to put stuff out. I guess. And as you say, D, right? How does that make all the sense? Football sense, right?
It doesn't.
Why would you want the job? Why would you want that's what gets me. Why would you want the job?
Cleveland Browns 2-7. Stefanski. I think it's time for him to get up out of there.
Well, is it his time or because he came into? Oh, okay.
You ain't winning, bro. I mean, I'm not saying because I'm just saying to say it. This is not no hot takes, but if you ask a Cleveland Browns fan,
this is the hot seat segment. Go ahead.
I would think that you're on the hot seat. Jaguars. If we get my man Dante on, the Jaguars coach. What's his name? That's Peterson, right?
Yep, that's Doug Peterson. Correct.
Listen, sir, you gotta. But go ahead, D.
It's in the NFL. It'll be another Schottenheimer or somebody. Will.
Sure.
They're gonna nepotize it, right? And then what they're still talking about. Your man Belichick will take the job on there. They say he goes to the Jaguars. I'm like, the man's little girlfriend's 25 years old. B. He trying to enjoy life before he died. He trying to coach no more. Belichick is like, oh no, man. I got this what's that thing? Vibrant thing. Down, vibrant thing. That vibrant thing, man. He ain't trying to be out there doing that shit, man.
Oh man.
They don't want to do that, man. Kev, you don't want to do that. Be out there in Jaguar land where it's hot. Can't park. Oh no. Oh no, man. Kev, you already told. Can't park. They're gonna be doing the stadium for 2 years. You can't do this. Nah, man. 85 years old, wife 26. Nah. He ain't with that life. He's not about that life.
Yeah. D-Dubs, who else you got? I guess we just made up a segment called the hot seat segment. Who else is on your hot seat segment?
That's about it. I mean, all I could tell for right now.
Frying, dude.
Who?
Frying cats.
You said McCarthy. I don't think the Dallas Cowboys are going to let McCarthy go in the middle of the season. To be honest, the Cowboys have, in my opinion, I think they have given up. Though that was crazy.
Well, there you go. If you giving up in the middle of the season, and why can't you get fired in the middle of the season?
I tell you one thing. I'll give you your props on, boy D. I'll give you your props on.
That?
These motherfuckers with these goddamn podcasts, boy. You be podcasting, not playing. I don't want to
listen.
Woo!
I told y'all. I just don't think that a player, and again, you cannot compare. I know Ryan be trying to. Well, you do. You can't compare a regular job guy with a guy playing professional football and then the same guy gets on and wants to critique another team, and your team is in the toilet. You should be talking about your team.
What my man used to do D back in the day, but I ain't got it written here, but come on, son. Come on, son. That's what you get from me. Come on, son.
But, you know, what I know, man. I'm just saying, man. Yeah, I mean, Mike. Hey, Wells, I ain't gonna say he sucks. He's a good player. He's definitely a good player, but he's having an off year. You know, but you can't tell me that
Wells, he's not with the click clack. Wells.
Yeah, you can't tell me these guys, man. You're not keeping the main thing. The main thing is your bread and butter. Handle that first. Then you could go on and to venture off into different things. If you want to do stuff off in the off season, I got no problem. But during your time at work, you should be working.
And I think what I woke up when I heard this morning that he was actually saying that the Giants trading, you know, Saquon and all that stuff. We all know, as a Giant fan, it doesn't matter. The Giants had to be rid of Saquon Barkley, and it wasn't going to pay him. It wasn't going.
And this is coming from two Giant fans. That, yo, listen, I'm not no hater, and Saquon had to go. Not because we don't like him. The stupidest thing that the Giants, and I will say, is trading him within the division. That was stupid. Other than that, Saquon had to go because he had nothing else around him. Saquon did a phenomenal hurdle backwards.
Oh, that was
this guy is special, but we're not going to be able to unlock that with the Giants roster.
He still would be 2-7. The Giants still would be 2-7.
Absolutely. Saquon did even when Saquon was at his best with the Giants, he did phenomenal things. He cannot do everything for this team, and he got everything around him in Philadelphia. Kudos to him. God bless that man. I hope he does well. But
I think that's the biggest part. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm done. Go ahead.
I think the biggest part of athletes having podcasts is that they don't really talk about. They talk about, I guess, the feelings of their side, but like it was a dumb move. But they gave Daniel Jones the money the year before, so they already told Saquon, "Yo, listen, this is what we're doing. We're gonna pay you
the direction we're going."
Time. Yeah, they already told him this is what we're doing, and he was a free agent, and he exercised his right to go the way someone was gonna pay him.
Pay him the money.
That was it. I mean, come on, man. You know. Oh, they let him go. No, they told him. They told him.
Yeah, and I misspoke. I said trade. Smart. Yes.
Yeah. Whether it was smart or not, you know, it was what it was. He's out the door with it. But you know, that's the problem, man. I'm not saying that can't play. I think he can play. I think he doesn't like contact. Really not good against run right now. He's gonna have to put that together.
And that's why when they made the Lawrence Taylor. I was like, stop, because Lawrence Taylor was one of the best edge rushers ever, and he played the run. Stop. And the words of my main man, my brother from another mother, the DA, let history tell the story. Stop putting people, you know, let this player. Shout out to my cousin Shauna for chiming in and watching. Thank you, cuz.
Yeah, Mike, it is no comparison. I don't even understand how they even came up with that comparison. It doesn't even make sense. But you know, that's
right now.
That's the talking heads once again. Yes.
Yeah,
whistling like Eric right now.
I got the whistle. So you need a whistle? Hold on. I think I got the whistle.
There you go.
There you go. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot the whistle.
That's all. There you go. There's no story being told right now. He's on the bench talking about other people. So let's stop. Quit it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Just put up. What else I wanted to mention real quick? The Commanders. They're for real. You know, the Giants. They did as much as they could to hang with, but hey, Jayden Daniels. That dude is for real. I know he got a lot of flack in the beginning, but he's a good quarterback, man. And hey, what have they done? What has the organization done? They have put him in position to win. They run the ball. Oh, don't get DA started. You know, playing from under center. I'll wait. I'll wait,
And
dude.
he had
Me
to
and
learn
Dan,
it because he didn't do it at LSU, so he had to learn it. So.
me and Dan talked about this morning. You know, sometimes you gotta, get in the center, and so you can sell the what, the run, play action. But
you don't know nothing, yeah.
Oh, you played in high school. Yeah, I did.
You didn't play, Kev.
Yeah.
You wasn't in the NFL.
With that being,
There you go.
hey,
See, it's like Kev. You don't know.
you don't know. Yo, with that being said, this is a good. Washington had a good game this past weekend against the Giants. Almost tried to give it away, but nonetheless, Daniels is Jayden Daniels. That is good
Yes.
player. I'm going to reserve judgment right now. He's playing great, first year quarterback. We usually will jump out the window because it's the first year. I tend to like to give a little bit more. He's doing very well. Shout outs to the young man. He plays Pittsburgh. They're at they're at home. They're home this weekend versus Pittsburgh. So that should be a good matchup this weekend. So I'm looking forward to that one. See what they do with that.
As we yeah.
Go ahead, Kev, sorry.
I'm saying I was about to end the show. They finally named their college football rankings. D, if you had something else to say, I'll end it on this note. They had
go ahead and say it.
Yeah, Oregon is 1, Ohio State 2, Georgia's 3, Miami's 4, Texas is 5, Penn State is 6, Tennessee is 7, Indiana's 8, BYU is 9, Notre Dame is 10, Alabama's 11, Boise State is 12. Right now, that's the top 12, and then SMU.
Hold on, say it again. Hold on. Say it
got
again.
Oregon. Oregon's 1.
Right.
This is the college football playoff rankings November 5th. Oregon is number 1. Okay. Ohio State is 2. Georgia is number 3. Right. Miami's number 4. Texas is number 5. Penn State is number 6. Tennessee is number 7. Indiana is number 8. BYU is number 9. Notre Dame is number 10. Alabama is number 11. Boise State is 12. So if the season ended today, this would be the playoffs as the 14 will get the bye. Go ahead.
Question. So it's the 4 champions. So isn't Oregon and Ohio State in the same division? They're both Big Ten, so they both can't be there.
So I guess they're doing it as opposed to ranking right now, and that stuff will change when you have the conference championships put out.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Let me just read this real quick. SMU was number 13 in the selection committee rankings, followed by Texas A&M, LSU, Ole Miss, Iowa State, Pittsburgh, Kansas State, and Colorado. Real quick, D, you think Colorado can make a run and get into this thing? Coach Prime.
Next 4 games. Who they play next?
I think they got one game.
They got to be the team that's already ranked. Or close.
So they got Texas Tech. They're this Saturday. They're home to Utah. Then they go play Kansas, Cincinnati.
It's not ranked, right? Nope.
No.
Not they don't have a chance. They're not going to play anybody that puts them up there.
No. The last couple of games they got Arizona, Kansas, Cincinnati, Utah, and Texas Tech. That's all they got. So
I think if I've seen it right, they got like a 9% chance to get in and that's just right now. So we don't know. It's still a lot of football left.
Yeah,
still got a month.
Lose.
Yeah, we still got a pretty good amount of football left. So
yeah. So
we back tomorrow though, right? We back, right?
We're back. No, we're back Thursday. We're doing something else tomorrow, but we're back Thursday. We're back Thursday. We had to kind of not freestyle it, but what all was going on, and the election. We want you people to enjoy your election results, whatever you do, eat pizza, whatever. We want you to do that. Make sure you like, click, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you also give us that 5-star review on the podcast side. Thank you for continuing to rock on with us here at the Sports Chasers podcast. Listen, hey, behalf of myself, I'm Kevin O'Warren, your host and moderator, for Daryl D-Dubs1, for Dorian, the DA Albrighton, and for the rest of the crew. Yo, this is the Sports Chasers podcast. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. Hey, y'all have a good one. We'll talk to y'all Thursday night, 7:30 p.m., man.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Sports Chasers podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms, and connect with us on all social media channels for exclusive content and updates. We'd also love for you to join the conversation, share your thoughts, and become part of the Sports Chasers community. And remember to tune in next time for some more real sports talk. Until then, stay frosty.
Hey, that was great.